Good evening, my people. So we're going to do a second fly for the Vaal. Heard the water came down a little bit, cleared up a little, which is great. So I thought I'd tie you another one of my favorites, get through another pattern. So what you're going to need is a contender feather. I've set up another 16 Dehico SP, and then I've just put my nano silk on there for the moment, 18 and 0. I've just taken off little 4 strands of contender feather. Pinch this into my left hand, wrap my nano silk back to the bend, put this in at the right length. It looks pretty good to me. I'll just wrap this forward a little bit. It holds nicely. Get rid of the excess. Again, just working on that taper the whole time. Wrap back to our tail piece, which looks really good. Again, I'm going to stick with the Glow Bright, just the Flora Orange Glow Bright. I really like this colour on the Vaal. It definitely gets the fish going a little bit. It doesn't lose any of its shade of colour, which is brilliant too. So we'll just strap this in. I tie my little hotspots slightly different to some, so this technique might be a little bit different to what you might be used to. Maybe it'll change how you tie yours in the future, but again, completely up to you. So I'll just tie it in. I like to work from the back forward, so I usually create about a double wrap and then just start working forward slowly once I've got the right depth of orange. And then I'll usually just tie this in nicely. Again, by doing this, you're building the body nicely, and I'm leaving enough orange towards the back of the fly that it's not going to unwrap, so your fly quality is still going to be very high. You shouldn't have any problems with it on the water. Once that's completed, then just build again, taper near the front, which is looking pretty good on this one, and right back to where I want my hotspot to start. From there, I'm going to use a little bit of Danville wire, just a gold color. I often like to match my bead color to my wire. Every now and then, if I'm trying to tie something a little different, then I might go a different direction, but 9 out of 10 times I'll match up my bead color to my wire strand. There we go, it's coming in quite nicely. Again, it's going to stick with the thread body, so using the brown Sharpie. You can pick up these Sharpies at any art shop, Builder's Warehouse, sell them too. What's quite nice is the kit pack you can buy from Builder's Warehouse gives you the black and the brown, but it also gives you a few other colors. You get some nice olive greens and some silvers and greys, so you can tie hare's ears and little olive nymph patterns and dry patterns with this. You should really look at using these types of kokies when tying your dry flies. If you're looking for a dry with a very small slender body, you don't want to build a lot of bulk into it, they work really nicely for that, which is always good. We've got quite a nice body on this little nymph. As always, I like to whip finish a few times just to make sure we're keeping this one in there. And then from here we'll start building a body on the fly. Nice even wraps, getting bigger as we go, all the way to the front of the nymph. We'll just helicopter that wire off there. The reason I'm tying a lot of 3.5s at the moment is the rivers, the Vaal specifically, is running really high. So 3.5s are working well for fishing the deeper water and the eddies. It's always nice to have some heavier beads in your box as well, just so you can vary it up. If you're trying to anchor a drift, it's great to get that point fly right down in there so you can anchor it and hold that drift. I'm just going to take this thread, split it, and put a CDC collar on here. Again, I'm just going to use natural CDC. Fits really well with these pheasant tail type color flies. This thread's not splitting as well as I would have hoped, but we'll work it out. Definitely much easier to use a splitting tool. I'm just being a bit lazy. Just not working so well for me today. Using my scissors to try and split my thread. There we go, got a bit of a split. So get that open. Alrighty. Slide. Bring this up. Again, I just colour the strand down below. We'll build this one right in there. There we go. Again, you can put a bit of dubbing behind the head. I'm not going to do it on this occasion because I'm quite happy just to have the CDC collar. I don't think this fly requires any more than what I've got. Just 2 whip finishes. Cut it off. And there we go. Dan Factor likes to claim this as his fly, but from what I know, this came out of the French camp. It's a great fly for the Vaal. Enjoy!